everyone, welcome back to my channel and this journey that I like to call my life. So the last few weeks I've been kind of sick. It's been really rough, but luckily I have my voice back. I'm feeling better, so let's get right back into my plans with the channel. So in my last video I talked about 10 valuable life lessons that were really important to me. I equated them to kind of like my moral code. Today I'd like to talk about 10 things that I learned from my father. If you didn't know, in my welcome to my channel video, I detailed my reasoning for wanting to make the channel, which is that my father passed away and I am now searching for my life's purpose, and I'm hoping that along with you guys I can discover that and really do something with my time that has been given to me. So I decided to talk about 10 lessons that I learned from my father. I haven't really gone into my history with my dad with you guys. I'm sure you all believe by my welcome to my channel video that him and I had a good relationship, but that's not true. We had a very complicated relationship, and death has taught me a lot of things about him. So with some self-reflection I'd like to share what I came across. So number one is work ethic is everything. My dad was one of the only people I know that truly understood the importance of work ethic. Getting up every day, putting effort into how you want to spend your day, putting effort into your goals, and really just trying to make the world a better place. I think he probably developed his strong sense for work ethic when he was in the military, but it's always been something I'm very envious, for lack of a better word, of. And it's one of the things that will really make the difference between going somewhere in life and not going somewhere in life. It's work ethic. Our generation specifically has been kind of programmed to sit at home all day and be on our phones. And there's new ways of work ethic that comes with technology, but at the same time it's very hindering. So you just have to remember that work ethic can be the difference between lifelong happiness and lifelong regret. Number two, research is your best friend. I think this is probably one of my favorite things about my dad that I got from him, is that he was an obsessive researcher, and so am I. If I want to eat something, I have to Google all the restaurants and look at everything and just know. Like, it doesn't necessarily help me make a decision, but I just want to know. And my dad was a very curious creature as well. If he wanted to do anything, he researched it. He was a man who wanted to learn. He wasn't very open-minded, but he was very knowledgeable. He was really smart, and it taught me that research is what begins your journey in growing your consciousness. You get smarter, you know more, you start to pick up different perspectives about life. That's why research is so important, is because without it, you're stuck in the same echo chamber, the same ideas, the same knowledge, just passing around and around and around. You have an entire lifetime to live. You should spend it widening your horizons. Number three, this one's a little dark. Your demons will eat you alive if you allow them to. And I'm sure I'll go more into this in other videos, but I'm sure each one of you takes this sentence in a different way. But I'm being very serious. Your demons will eat you alive if you allow them to, and it will eat other people alive watching you suffer. So you should spend your time actively fighting those demons that are bringing you down, actively trying to be a better person, actively trying to get better, because every moment that these demons have power over you, you're losing a significant amount of your life that you could have spent happy. Number 4 is own up to your actions. My dad was someone who had a very hard time doing this. He was such a smart man, and he couldn't take criticism. He couldn't ever admit that he was wrong. He couldn't ever admit that he did something wrong, that he hurt someone's feelings. Don't be like that. Just don't be like that. Own up to your mistakes, because that makes you a better person. It makes you better than whoever you're dealing with. If you come out the gate immediately and say, yeah, I'm not perfect. I did this wrong. I did this wrong. I did this wrong. I did this wrong. But you know what I did right? Self-reflection. And I'm going to grow from that. And that's how you should treat it too. I mean, in my opinion. Number 5, pray. I don't care if it's to God or just yourself out loud in the middle of the night when you lie in bed. But make the active decision to be a better husband, a better father, a better person. Hear yourself say it and hold yourself accountable. I think this is so important, especially to me, somebody who's agnostic, and I don't have any religion to lean on. You are the God of your own realm. Not as cool and powerful as, other religions have their gods to be, but in your own mind, you control the world around you. You control the way that you're going to perceive the environment. You might not be at the conscious level to really dictate how you perceive things, but the goal is to get there. So, every night, pray. I don't care to who. I don't care if it's to yourself. I don't care, but just pray. Pray that you will be a better person. Pray that you're going to make tomorrow a better day. And pray that you're going to get through whatever is hurting you now. So, number 6, think before you speak, because you can never truly take a word back. Incredibly true. My dad was a really quiet man. He didn't really like to talk unless he had something important to say. And he wasn't perfect. There were many times where he said something that broke me, broke my soul, and he's not here to apologize anymore. And anything that you have said to someone that eats at you, take the time to apologize. Even if you're not on speaking terms, just take the time. Even if they did you so wrong, be in the right. Because this life is so short. And we're quicker to anger than we are love. But you can make the conscious choice to let the anger subside and to choose love instead. So think before you speak. If someone pisses you off, if someone makes you super angry, you will never get the chance to make up for what you've said after you've said it. You can do things to make it better. You can do things to prove that you love that person or that you're sorry, but you can never take it back. So just think, and if you do make a mistake, be the one to try to better it. Number 7. Oof, okay. Going down the family hole here, but alcoholism is a family disease, and the whole family must be prepared for it. If you're married to an alcoholic, if your parents are alcoholics, or I hope not, but if your kids are alcoholics, or siblings, or whatever, it affects you too. Whether you admit it or not, it does affect you. If you yourself are an alcoholic, it's not about just you anymore. It's up to you to make the decision to stop, because it's not just you that you're hurting. You're hurting your body, but you're hurting other people's hearts and their minds and their self-esteem and their view on the world, and you might not know it, but they'll know it forever. Recently I started attending Al-Anon meetings, and because of, obviously it's anonymous, I'm not really going to go much into that, but if this is something that, it's my cat going, if this is something that affects you, please look into Al-Anon, because having people to talk to, especially in person and away from the internet, is so important. They might not all be your age, they might not be anything like you, but they'll love you, genuinely, because we're all victims of the same kind of disease. So, it's called Al-Anon, that's A-L and then A-N-O-N. You should look that up if that is something that you sympathize with and empathize with as well. So, I'm a little emotional. Okay, moving on. Number 8. No matter what has happened to you, it is your choice to be a good person or not. It is your choice how you treat people. It is your choice to chase the negative things in life. And it is your choice to acknowledge that you have wasted a lot of time doing the wrong thing. And it's your choice to instead start doing the right things. I learned this from my dad because it's advice that he never took. And I know that if he did take that advice, he would have been a happy man. And it's too late for me to tell him that now. And I don't know if he'd even listen to me anyways. But I'm here to tell you, because I just want people to feel better. I want people to be better, and I want us to collectively grow and be just kinder, nicer. We need to stop hurting each other. And if someone has hurt you, you need to be strong enough to use your willpower and say, I'm done with this cycle. I'm done hurting other people. Even if it's on accident, it's all about self-reflection. Use your self-reflection. Think about everything that has been done to you, and think about the idea of you doing that to someone else. And understand that people are just like you. Think of every other person as if they were you. How would you treat them? Number 9, mental disorders are not an excuse. It's a medical problem. It is up to you to work on yourself. If you were a child who grew up in an abusive household, it's really hard to deal with the guilt. But you couldn't save them. Their issues and their world was way bigger and way more different than yours. You need to stop holding yourself accountable for other people's actions. And lastly, number 10, and this one's really important, with the note of my dad passing away, but remember the good memories, no matter how few. Take note of the bad, but don't let them hold any more power over you. Just let go. Or you'll let it fester for the rest of your life. Those are your choices. You might not be in the right spot mentally to accept that advice, and that's fine. But I really hope that someday you take that advice seriously. Let go. Well, that was kind of a sad note, but yeah, that's 10 things I learned from my father, and I hope you guys will also take that advice and look to better yourself. I mean, I wrote all this down so that I could remember everything that I'm saying and work on it myself, so if you'd like to join me in trying to become a better person, a smarter person, more open-minded, loving person, then subscribe, like, comment, and just join me. You know, I really would love you to be involved in whatever I'm building here. So we've done the 10 things, my 10 valuable life lessons, the 10 things I've learned from my father, and I have an entire stack of papers to go. So more videos on the way. Sorry that this one took a while. As I said, I was sick, but thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. It's just nice to be able to have an online audience that, you know, kind of like it's like I'm talking to a brick wall at first, but after I post the video, I'm just showered with thoughts and love and really just hope that we can do something and we can really change things. So, thanks. Alright, subscribe to further the conversation. Peace out, homies.